What is going on, guys? Middi here, and today I'm going to be telling you about the HDR that I use within Warzone and multiplayer. I've had a few of you actually ask what I actually use on the gun. Now, I do prefer using the HDR over the AX. I know quite a few of you are more fans of using the AX. Not a fan of it completely, but I'm going to be going over the differences between both of the snipers, and I'm going to be showing you what I actually use on this bad boy. And if you're new here, make sure you like the video and subscribe to me, because I bring out regular Modern Warfare and Warzone content for you. Now, the HDR and AX conversation's always been going, you know, the easiest way for me to compare both of these guns is if any of you guys used to play Modern Warfare 2, you had the Barrett 50 cal and the Intervention, and the Intervention was more of a quick scope mobility headshot kind of rifle, whereas the Barrett 50 cal was this powerful long range sniper, right? That's how I compare both of these guns. I think it's a personal preference on what you're actually going to prefer, depends on your kind of play style. Same thing with scopes, you know, some people like using a scout optic and some just don't like using any at all. The AX for me personally always feels like I get hit markers with it, whereas the HDR just seems more reliable for me. I like hitting people over insane amount of distance, you know, like clipping people out of a helicopter or something like that. That's why I always prefer using the HDR. If you're someone who likes being kind of almost like a quick scoper and hitting them dirty headshots, then the AX is probably more in your favor with its high mobility, whereas the HDR, I don't know, I just personally think it beats it massively, but it's always an argument that's going to be going along on the game. So I'm going to show you some of the plays that I normally get with this sniper, just to show you how good the HDR actually is, and then at the end I'm going to show you the loadout that I actually use for it. So at the moment, enjoy these clips that I'm going to play for you.
Oh wow, that got fired. Oh god.
Tell me fucking so.
I don't like the standard one. Nice.
Oh, he's making the bottom floor. Oh my fucking.
Bounty target is down. Well done. Gas is moving.
Okay guys, and just moving on to my setup now for the HDR. Of course, for the muzzle, I'm using a monolithic suppressor, which of course is going to give us sound suppression and damage range. Obviously what we're going to be using, best suppressor in any gun within Warzone. Next, we've got the 26.9 HDR Pro barrel. Of course, there is stuff like the bull barrels, which to me is all about recoil control. Don't even bother with them. This one gives you damage range, bullet velocity, and it's just an amazing one to use for range. Now the next one, which is a bit more sort of hit and miss on some players like you, the TAC laser. It gives us aim down sight speed, aim instability, and aim walk steadiness. Now I am not a fan of using the TAC laser on sort of assault rifles or submachine guns as much. On the sniper though, because you're going to be hitting people so far away, you're not really going to see the laser. I mean, the only way people are going to notice the laser is if you're pointing through a window and someone is literally right next to that window and they can just look and see the laser. I mean, you can see this through windows and stuff like that. It does have an insane range on it, but if you're kind of quick when using a sniper, you're going to hit people with this anyway. So the green laser on the gun isn't obviously going to be something that's going to affect you too much. Helping with that aim down sight speed is insane. So whether you want to take this off and maybe put like a increased magazine on it is completely your choice. But right now, from what I've been using in Warzone, the TAC laser has helped me. Next, for the stock, I'm using an F-TAC champion, which is the last one you unlock. It's going to give you aim instability and aim walking steadiness. Now, aim instability is where you're looking through your scope and your scope sort of sways around. If you're not a fan of that too much, then definitely use this stock. It also gives you aim walking steadiness as well. So if you're sort of moving from cover to cover, and it gives us aim walking steadiness, which basically means if you're walking around while looking down the scope isn't actually going to move. The same concept with the stability, of course. So if you're popping in and out of cover while walking, it's going to keep your aim completely straight on the target, and that's why I like using this stock for it. And the last attachment I use on this sniper is the perk fully loaded. Now, I don't think a lot of you guys know, but I definitely think that you should be putting this on certain weapons. Let's say maybe you jump into the game late and you want your sniper class, you could just pick this up, bang, you got full ammo then. Of course, if you're playing it early game and you've already looted anyway, you're going to have max ammo. I mean, what you could do is drop your ammunition next to a teammate, pick your loadout, and then you're going to have max ammo again. So you could literally just give your ammo to someone else or someone on your team. And guys, that is pretty much it for my HDR loadout. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you can do well with this sniper. I think this is probably the best sniper to be using within Warzone. With these attachments, you're definitely going to be hitting some good kills with them. As always, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to me. I bring out regular Modern Warfare and Warzone content for you, and hopefully Season 4 is dropping tomorrow, so get prepared for it, boys, and I'll see you later.